Okay, today is January 6th. I started this project today. This isn't too bad for one day's progress. We got the floor built. It's up on big old concrete blocks. Pressure treated lumber. Got this done. Started putting the walls up. It's quite a large shed here. Sean learned to use a tape measure today. Hey, Sean, did you learn to use a tape measure today?
I got to be back in jail.
So, I bought that crappy miter saw at Harbor Freight. And I'm telling you, I love that thing. That thing is done it made me a lot of money.
Okay. Huh?
That's not a 90. That one's not pre-cut. That one's longer than this one. Did you measure them?
No, these aren't pre-cut. This one or that one.
All right. Well, I'll take another video when we're done. Tomorrow we'll finish off the walls and we'll get the trusses built. Years ago, hey Sean, how many years ago did I build the deck? Was that like 4 or 5?
What's that?
That deck on the front. When did I build that?
Probably like 4 years.
About 4 years ago. So, I built that fence over there last summer. I built that fence. That's a long fence too. Her yard slopes down, so instead of making the fence slope, which looks crooked, what I did is I got to that point, stepped it down, got to that point, and then stepped it down, so it'd be perfectly level across there. So we're gonna build a pergola over the hot tub next. But this deck up here I built 4 years ago. I built this deck. Now I know it's not the code because the railings are too low, and I told her they need to be 36, but she's a short lady, and she wants to be able to sit down at her tables and look out over the deck. It needs to be stained again. Oh, it looks like someone pressure washed it and etched into it. Yeah, they tried to clean it. It needs to be painted or stained. I didn't stain it or paint it. It was natural wood when I left, and her boyfriend did the staining. But 4 years ago, and it's solid still. It's super strong. No bounce at all in this thing. And when I did this, I ran a water line from the house, insulated, and there's her new faucet. Built her into a deck, and that pipe it's PEX, which is frost resistant. It's insulated, and it goes all the way into the crawl space, so we don't have to worry about it freezing in the winter. But yeah, 4 years ago. It needs a good coat of staining though, or something. People like the look of natural wood, like this fence, until 4 or 5 years later it starts getting slimy, fading and warping. The sun starts damaging it. So it's best if as soon as you put it up, as soon as the sun dries out, the pressure treat, you stain it or something. You don't need that square until after you get the first one in. When you do the second one.
Yeah, I got one in.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the when you do the two ends and then square it off.
Okay.
I got shocked yesterday. I cut that wire. There was no power to it. I had my meter on it. There was absolutely no power, and we're trying to figure out where the power was. So I'm like, well, I'll figure that out later. There's a switch right there that the cord's tucked into. So I go to cut this. The homeowner, though, she decided she would go inside the garage and start hitting switches, and she had turned the power on to that when I cut it. And boy, did I get a heck of a jolt. Made a big pop, and these guys ran like little girls. And so this is what I'm doing today.